On the eve of my trip to Montreal, really excited about going to visit Ludia. If you didn't know, Ludia has invited me out to take a look at HQ headquarters, and really excited about that. That's like, I consider myself a small-time content creator. I've kind of gone over all this already, and like, it's huge that they would even want to take the time and the effort to have me out and discuss their current game, and then also Jurassic World. I don't know what, it's just Jurassic World the game, I think. Really excited to see and meet the people behind the game, pull back the green curtain, if you will, and see what makes the game tick. I also want to see, because Metahub has just released their 1.7 tier list, and I want to see what the developers, where they thought the best dinosaurs were, the best characters were. And it's really difficult when you have a paper, rock, scissors type game to say this is the best or this is the best. But I want to see what Ludia and the developers' idea of what the best creatures were, and then how Metahub's list kind of shakes out. Just for full disclosure, I was involved with the tier list, but that's kind of like when a game show brings on a celebrity host to do just kind of a courtesy vote. I don't really take what I had to say as really all that important as far as the tier list goes. There are numerous of other players who are way higher ranked than me, who are way better at strategy than me, who were involved with this, and so it's primarily their list. I just kind of threw my 2 cents here or there. Also, something really cool happened yesterday, and as I'll show you here in just a second, it was like the apex, and then the backside of the slope was completely downhill. So I actually got ranked in the top 500 for the first time ever in Jurassic World Alive. I think I was like 494 or 492 or something like that, and I made it there for a brief second, and then I think I proceeded to lose like the next 15 matches. And as I head into the battle arena here, you can see I was at 52-13, give or take, and now I'm at 48-44. So you can see it's basically a 400 point drop. I'm just gonna jump in the battle arena while I talk about this tier list. As far as Tyrants go for the tier list, I think everybody kind of knows that Dracoceratops is on the list. Now, what's interesting about Dracoceratops, as I actually draw Dracoceratops, is it is utterly worthless unless you're swapping in with it. It does not beat anything. It could not beat its way out of a wet paper bag if it had to. The only thing that's viable on it is the swap in damage. Now, I do want to mention on this tier list that Metahub has put together, it does not take stat boosts into consideration. This is everything level 26 or even levels across the board. And how do they do? So don't, with boosts, think not everything boosts evenly, not all boosts are created equal, so keep that in mind. Dracoceratops is a tyrant. I don't think that really surprises anybody. And another one that I don't think is really going to surprise people is Dinosaurs. Now, Dinosaurs is on the tyrant list, but I'll tell you what, Dinosaurs at even levels against like competition. So if you are like everything that's on this tyrant list, so your Dilophosaurus, your Erlikosaurus, your Erlospy, your Magna, which is actually just absolutely decimating my opponent's team here, and then Trico, Dinosaurs at even levels without tier boosts only beats one of those creatures, and you already know which one it was. It's because, and this is head to head, and this is because I've already told you that Dracoceratops is garbage. Like it is no good. That is the only one on the Tyrant tier list that Dinosaurs can beat head to head, which I think is very interesting. I think the reason why it looks different and feels different, and it feels like Thor is just so much higher, is because of stat boosts. Like I said, stat boosts are not all created equal. Things don't level up evenly in this game. So a really interesting perspective there that I actually don't think, and I'm gonna get a bunch of crap for saying this, I actually don't think Thor Dinosaur is a tyrant. I think the reason why everybody is scared of it and the reason why it does so well in the battle arena is simply because when you boost it, and it comes down to one thing, instant charge. That is the one thing that's, did I seriously? Did I just lose that? Like, I had that under complete control. I think I lost like 40 points. But Thor Dinosaur on even levels is good, but it's not as good as you think it is, just because all you see are these stupidly over-leveled dinosaurs. Maybe I should pay a little more attention to what I'm doing here instead of talking to you guys, because I honestly can't believe I just lost that. It does no good here to do my distracting rampage because to not to Rex. And that right there is part of the reason why I have fallen so far. On my climb up the leaderboards, I wasn't running into overly leveled Dracoceratops, overly leveled Thors, just on my way up. On top of that, I was able to hit through Cloak. And yeah. Now on my back, when I slide back down, all that has to even out, and I can't hit through Cloak, and everything crits against me for the KO. But getting back to the Tyrant list, just found that really interesting. Magna, which I think is arguably, I don't even think it's arguable. I think Magna is so far and away the best dinosaur in this game. And like I've said before, the reason why people aren't up in arms and complaining about it, I'm just gonna lose this too, I'm absolutely getting demolished here, is because of the fact that nobody has, the vast majority of people don't have this at team level or above, and most people have Thor's pretty high, so that makes a huge difference in the game. So Magna, obviously Magna does it does pretty well against the other Tyrants on the list. And this is where I get knocked out and KO. Good game. And I'm 0 for 2 and salty about the first one. This one, another minus 30. So that completes my over 400 point drop in the battle arena. Moving on, Trichosaurus. I don't think there's really any argument there. Trichosaurus was a pretty unanimous vote across the board. Erlodamus, Dilorchirus are also really good. The value in the Dilorchirus is you have to get the revenge kill. And this list came out without talking about stat boost, but its real value is the 2 rampages, and the only way you're going to make it to that point is to get the revenge kill. And then you have the Erlus by the new hybrid of actually my Spinonyx here. It's unique hybrid that I'm not even trying to go for. So that rounds out your Tyrant list. And then moving on to Apex, they broke it up into, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Proceratomimus because it can cause all kinds of problems. High Apex, then the mid Apex, and then the low Apex. You're going to have Dioragosaur, which got a nice buff. You're going to have Grapelith. I think it says Grapelith. What am I doing here? I'm gonna get knocked out. So Grapelith is really nice. It also got a significant buff. Remember, you do have tomorrow to dart Gryposuchus. Make sure you get out there and do those. It's gonna be very beneficial. Indominus, you guys know that I thought Indominus was the best figure in this game for the longest time. I no longer think it is worth, I put it on par with Dracoceratops. The reason being, What am I gonna get hit with here? What kind of damage does he do? 19. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this in and try to get a bleed down if I don't get KO'd on the instant charge. Against the Tyrants and the high apex, Endo beats exactly one of them. Two of them maybe. And you don't need me to tell you which two those are. Dracoceratops, and I don't remember what the other one is. Probably probably Toromoloch. I think are the only two out of this entire list that it beats. So there you go. If it has to dodge. If it can't dodge, it can't beat anything. Then you have Stegotops, you have Tenontorex, which Tenontorex has a very high win percentage against Tyrants. Keep that in mind. Speaking of Toromoloch, let's see what happens here. Then Toromoloch, Eudoscinoraptor, and then Eudorhinax. I think Eudoscinoraptor, it just gets a slight edge as being better. Probably gonna get hit with Dracoceratops right here. 19, I can't. Probably lose. I'm probably gonna lose right here unless I get the crit to win. So then your mid apex is all these dinosaurs are good. They have big weaknesses. Allosinosaurus, Diloranosaurus, Edmontoguanodon, Indominus Rex, Megalosaurus, or is that, yeah, I think it was Megalosaurus, Proceratomimus, the Puratorus, Spinotissuchus, let me see, what am I doing here? What is, Stegoceratops, Stegodius, the Sucotator, Tragodistus. I'm trying to read the list and see what the heck's going on here. This is terrible. Triostronix, and then Tyrannolophosaurus are going to be your high apex. I think I got all those right. And then with the low apex is, I don't remember what the bird is, and then I can't remember. Hold on. Am I gonna get knocked out here? And look at that, 1932. I don't know what level that is, but that is huge. Like, look how much damage that does, 3,800. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description below to the tier list. Kind of interesting. Let me know what you agree with and what you disagree with. I mean, I think I just have to go this and take the knockout here. Magna is carrying my team. There's just no two ways about that. I have some stat boosts. I think I have like 30 health and 30 of the attack. And I really want to use them, but I'm going to save them until Friday when I can go to Ludia and then ask their developers where would they allocate those. So this is going to give me the knockout here. I'm going to get hit with instant charge, no crit, thank you. I know it seems like it crits all the time, but it really only crits 4 times out of 10, which is, it's still a lot, but oh good. And I'm going to be able to do this. Crit! Ha! Okay, so I've lost because of crits, but then I've won because of crits. And I got 38 points back. I think I'm 2-2. This video has gone by pretty quick, so I'm going to do one more battle here, try to break the tie. I think I'm 2-2. I may not even be. I know I've won 2. I'm pretty sure I've lost 2. So there we go. And then you drop down into alpha, and you can just kind of work your way down the tier list. In my opinion, I really think that there are too many tyrants. In my opinion, the tyrant class should only be a couple. Like, I should have done my instant. I should have done the superiority strike. I knew what was going to happen there. If I have Draco, I don't, but I can bring this in for the counterattack. I know that this is like less than X%. It's a really low percent, having 7 as tyrants. Why did I do that? Why did I just do that? That was dumb. That was so dumb. But I don't think Dial Overkires is a Tyrant. I don't think Thor is a Tyrant. And I don't think Herlico Spy is a Tyrant. I just don't. This is gonna be ready to crush for my opponent probably. I think you can drop those 3 off, and then I think the Tyrants are the 4 that are listed. So that's my personal opinion. Now, what am I gonna do? Because obviously I'm gonna let that go. Not faster than anything. This is gonna come down like a truck. Hey. Like I'm gonna get knocked out here, but this is gonna do so much damage. I guess my Thor would have survived that. I guess I go with Thor on the setup and hope I can get 2 knockouts. I think I played this one pretty poorly. Armor piercing strike for the crit. No crit. I really needed that to be a crit. I'm not gonna lie. Really needed that to be a crit. Because I needed to knock it out so I could save my crit for this thing right here, which is 1820. That's such a waste. But it's gonna work because I'm gonna get knocked out here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. So what are you gonna do? So 3 losses, 2 wins. That's pretty on par for the way that I've been playing lately, and so it's kind of a struggle fest. Anyways, gonna go get my hair cut because as you can see, this is nasty. So get my hair cut, and I don't know what my upload schedule is gonna be once I get to Montreal. That I will be vlogging Montreal content. So and then whatever I'm allowed to record at Ludia headquarters, that will also happen. And so just expect the unexpected over the next few days. That's all I've got for this one. So until next time.